Trey, the team defence was suffocating all night and you managed to restrict the Kings to only 27 points at the half. For you, who stood out in particular on the defensive end?
I think KG, Kyron Galloway came in and gave us some really good minutes. And I think Sunday as well. They both came in, gave us a big spark off the bench. KG at the rim, blocking a lot of shots, making them miss some layups. And Sunday with usually good perimeter defense, making everything tough. So give a lot of credit to those guys. You know, their minutes kind of fluctuate, but they came in tonight and were huge for us.
Yeah. Scott, Vasiljevic, Trey, Humphries, Datch, Wiley, all double-digit scorers tonight. How relieving is it knowing that there's a handful of guys to rely on rather than just one or two?
It's fantastic, you know, to be able to have multiple scoring options. You know, makes you a lot harder to plan for defensively. And you know, we've had some standout guys this year, scoring wise. You know, but to have other people pop up and put their hand up is very pleasing. So I think, you know, it's taken us a while, but you know, at times, you know, some of our ball movement offensively was fantastic. Just making that extra pass. Sometimes I thought tonight we might have made one too many extra passes, but we still get bogged down at times. But you can see that it's getting there, and that makes us tough to defend.
Yeah. We Want Flowers was chanted in the crowd throughout the night. How's he feeling, and what's the timeline of the game?
Oh, look, he's going to miss this weekend. So we'll assess it. You know, he'll be in the physio while we're away, and we'll assess it again on Monday and Tuesday. I spoke to him early in the week, and you know, the most important thing for him is getting that right. You know, he's got a big few months ahead of him when he goes back to the States, putting himself in front of NBA scouts. So you know that we want to err on the side of caution and make sure we get that right.
Trey, finally, what can you say about tonight's home crowd, which was the biggest in 36ers history?
Yeah, I mean, just like last game, they were really big for us. I mean, you know, anytime we had any kind of momentum, any big play, just that extra jolt of energy just gets everybody fired up. So, yeah, those, you know, the crowds have been great. And, you know, we really appreciate that. You know, it's obviously not been the season we hoped for up to this point, but to have that support regardless means a lot to us.
Thank you.
No worries.
Scott, Sunday night was such a big night, but an emotional night as well. It would have been natural to have a bit of a letdown, but I mean, playing against a desperate team, your guys looked like the ones fighting for a playoff spot, and you did all of the things that you want to see in a hungry team. How pleasing was that to not see any sort of a letdown?
Yeah, and I guess that's always the concern, Chris, is you know, after such an emotional game on Saturday night, sometimes there can be a letdown, and we spoke about that, and we're determined not to make that happen. But you know, you look at the Sydney Kings. I mean, they're the reigning champions. They, you know, as you said, they were desperate coming in. So, and there's talent everywhere you look with them. So to be able to, you know, come in with that, you know, with the right mindset and to be able to do what we did, especially defensively, early on was very, very pleasing.
I think from memory, your first game you coached against, I think it was against Cairns, you gave up a lot of points. But tonight to hold a Sydney team with that much offensive firepower, I mean, how far have you come in 6 or 7 games defensively?
Oh well, it's only a small sample. It's only 2 games, but you know we've won 3 games, you know, in this short period of time, and now, you know, it is pleasing, and there's certainly been improvements in a lot of areas, and that will continue to build on that. I think it's you know, there wasn't an opportunity to change a lot mid-season, obviously, but you know, there's certainly been buy-in with what we're doing at both ends of the court, and there's, you know, there's a desperation now, I think, over these last 2 games in particular that has been very, very pleasing. So, you know, it doesn't get any easier. We jump on a plane tomorrow morning to play against Cairns, who are unpredictable and had, you know, beat us the last time. So I guess now it's about getting bodies right and you know, showing that we can win on the road. You know, we've shown we can win at home over the course of the season, but our road record is pretty ordinary. So we need to turn it around on Saturday night.
You talked about Jason Caddy's efforts on Saturday night. What about Sunday's efforts tonight? I mean, defensively we know how good he is, and he was great defensively, but he gave you an offensive spark as well, and he just played with confidence when he did catch the ball in the offensive end tonight.
Oh, absolutely, and I spoke to the boys after the game about this is a game of opportunity, and tonight, there was extra opportunities for Kyron Galloway and there was extra opportunities for Sunday Detch, and it's about being ready and making the most of those opportunities. And Sunday was great tonight, like I threw him on to Adams, and we didn't stop him, but I thought Sunday did a really good job on him at times. But that, once again, that was a team effort for all the guys. So it is when your number's called, it's about making the most of it. And I thought those two guys in particular, who probably got increased minutes to where they've been recently, were fantastic for us.
I've talked to you a lot over the last couple of years about how great the support is of the Adelaide crowd. What's it like now being the head coach of a team which is seeing the record crowd night after night?
It's staggering. One of the first things I've always done when I, even back when I was playing, is when I went into an arena, is to sit down and have a look around and get my bearings and see what the crowds are like. And these last two games, all year basically, to look around and see up in the corners and there's no seats anywhere is just astonishing, because we haven't had the season, as Trey said, that we would have liked until now. But they just keep coming out, and it's so exciting for me as a South Australian boy with such a long history of the 36ers to see that they support us through thick and thin, and I think it's incredible.
Trey, just the last one from me. How do you take this energy now with you up to Cairns, and how do you deal with the short turnaround?
Just continue with the confidence that we have right now. We beat two really good teams back to back, and the best thing is we have a short turnaround, so we can try to keep that momentum going. We're feeling confident with ourselves offensively, defensively. We're doing things better, and just got to get physically, get everyone's bodies feeling good, and just continue with that confidence into Saturday.
Go ahead, Jason. Scotty, the throwback jerseys, the good luck charm is real. It's a real story bubbling around those, isn't it?
Hey, we'll run with it, whatever it takes. So my wife is going to claim it's a lucky jock she bought me a couple of weeks ago, but no, look, it is. I mean, it's. I've been banging on about it for a week. Is to see this jersey, this uniform that we had so much success in 25 years ago, and for now to have permission to wear it tonight is. It is great, and I know the 99 guys that were here last week appreciated it, and I spoke to them during the week that we were going to continue to wear it, and you could see a sense of pride that and especially winning in it as well is really exciting, and hopefully we can continue to do so.
Is that the case? Have we confirmed that as yet for the rest of the season at least?
I think that's to be announced. I'm getting a half nod, so I know there's a couple of Clash Guernseys and I think Indigenous round where we can't wear it. But I'll certainly be pushing for it. There's no problems about that.
Last one from me. What do you reckon the last week's done for your job prospects?
Not thinking about that yet. It's a long way off. Look, I've made no secret that I'd love to have the job next year and moving forward, but that can't be my focus right now, and it's not. I think. We celebrate the little wins along the way, and we're coming off a pretty good week, but that'll be taken care of later down the track.
No worries. Thanks, guys. That's all from me.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.